Season 1 of Skull Island concluded with a dramatic climax as Kong faced off against a formidable new Monsterverse titan. This Netflix anime, comprising 8 episodes, marks the first television series officially integrated into Legendary's Monsterverse. Set before the events of Godzilla vs. Kong, the show delves into the intricacies of Skull Island's ecosystem while introducing a fresh ensemble cast. Throughout the narrative, characters like Charlie, Annie, and others navigate the perilous landscape of Kong's domain, gradually acclimating to its monstrous inhabitants. Although their primary objective is escape, they encounter obstacles along the way, notably the enigmatic sea creature responsible for sinking Cap's ship early in the series. Determined to eliminate this threat and secure their safety, the characters devise a daring plan, enlisting Kong's aid in the process. As the season finale unfolds, viewers witness the culmination of their efforts and are left pondering the implications for their characters' future endeavors. So what happened each episode? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
In the first episode of Skull Island, a frantic scene unfolds as a girl dashes across a ship pursued by others. After a tense chase, she manages to evade capture and escapes using a speedboat, leaving chaos in her wake. Meanwhile, in the South Pacific, Charlie sails with his father Cap, seeking information about legendary creatures. Their prolonged voyage sparks tension between them, as Charlie's desire for higher education clashes with Cap's emphasis on the significance of groundbreaking discoveries. Despite his father's perspective, Charlie remains determined to pursue his academic aspirations. Amidst their journey, Charlie spots the girl in the ocean and rescues her. Upon awakening, the girl, named Annie, is introduced to Cap, Charlie, and their companions Hiro and Mike. As they offer her coffee, Annie reveals that she fled from another boat. Suddenly, their vessel comes under attack, with masked assailants targeting them. Amidst the chaos, Annie warns of a sea monster responsible for the previous boat's demise. When one attacker targets Boomer, a tentacle swiftly pulls him into the water, followed by an assault from a colossal kraken squid. Annie urges Cap to flee to her island for safety, but despite their efforts to fend off the creature, their ship is ultimately destroyed. In the water, Cap discovers a mysterious phenomenon with Annie's assistance, while Charlie and Mike find refuge on a nearby island.
Skull Island Episode 1 introduces viewers to an American animated adventure series set in the Monsterverse universe. The opening scene sets a tone of mystery, gradually revealing the basic premise of the show. However, the foundation of the series appears to be somewhat weak initially, though this could evolve over time. As the episode concludes, Charlie and Mike reach an island, signaling the beginning of their adventure. The upcoming episodes promise intrigue and excitement as the story unfolds on the island, leaving viewers eager to see what unfolds next.
In Skull Island Episode 2, Hiro and his son Mike engage in negotiations with a man to journey to a distant island, intrigued by claims of strange phenomena on Skull Island. Mike begins to doubt whether his father's tales of the island are fabricated. In the present, Mike is injured and Charlie is exhausted as they face an onslaught of giant crabs. Just as a crab threatens Charlie, Annie unexpectedly appears and rescues him. While dispatching the crabs, they hear a peculiar sound and soon find themselves surrounded by armed guards, who are actually seeking Annie. A large dog-like creature charges at the guards, saving Annie. Meanwhile, Cap regains consciousness atop a large rock and sets out to find his son. Along the way, he encounters a mysterious girl named Irene, who questions him about his journey and any encounters with sea monsters. They follow a trail of smoke, leading Irene to reveal her intention to board a ship bound for Singapore. As they journey together, they encounter a peculiarly beautiful tortoise and realize that Irene is searching for a girl named Annie. Their path also crosses with armed men, adding to the intrigue of their adventure.
Exciting escapades abound in Episode 2 of Skull Island as a group of survivors grapple with the perils of the island after being marooned at sea. Additionally, the revelation of Irene's search for Annie adds an intriguing layer to the story as the episode draws to a close. The anticipation builds as we await the unfolding developments of the next episodes.
In Episode 3 of Skull Island, Charlie and Mike find themselves pursued by the dog-like creature, leading them into a perilous encounter with a massive crocodile beast as they struggle through the sticky terrain. Despite their efforts to escape downstream, they accidentally dive over a waterfall, only to be relentlessly pursued by the crocodile below. Their predicament takes a fortunate turn when a colossal monkey intervenes, saving them from imminent danger. Upon reaching land, Charlie and Mike reunite with Annie and express their urgency to leave the island. Annie discloses her own troubles, revealing that she is being pursued by a woman and her group who caused the ship incident that led to Annie's ordeal. Meanwhile, Cap and Irene encounter the injured man attacked by Annie's dog, prompting Irene to interrogate Cap at gunpoint. As they press on along the riverbank, Irene reveals her group's mission to capture Annie, whom they describe as a dangerous individual accompanied by a fearsome canine companion. Their journey takes a tense turn as they encounter a massive bird, narrowly escaping its grasp. Amidst the chaos, one of Irene's teammates secretly installs a tracking device, prompting Cap's suspicions about their true intentions. As a rescue helicopter approaches, it falls victim to a tentacled creature, causing Irene to devise a risky plan involving Annie's dog as bait to lure the bird and secure Annie's capture.
After viewing 3 episodes of Skull Island, it's evident that, unlike many Kong films that often depict characters falling victim to the dangers of the forest, this series opts for a safer approach, perhaps playing it a bit too cautiously despite its charm and entertainment value. Annie emerges as a compelling and formidable female protagonist, while Charlie and Mike provide entertaining banter reminiscent of a buddy film. With the adventure reaching its climax, the unfolding events in the subsequent episodes promise to be intriguing to witness.
In the 4th episode of Skull Island, Mike expresses his discontent with the forest and its mysterious inhabitants. Shortly thereafter, they encounter a massive bird creature, which Annie's dog swiftly dispatches by leaping over it. During breakfast, Annie recounts her bond with the dog, reminiscing about their friendship since he was just a puppy. Amid their conversation, they fail to notice Charlie's disappearance, only to discover that he has fallen into a vast hole. Inside, he stumbles upon a sword, but it proves too damaged to be of use. When Annie feigns distress, a large bug creature appears, prompting Charlie's futile attempt to defend himself. Annie's dog comes to their rescue, driving away the bug, but then flees upon sensing approaching guards. Meanwhile, Cap, Irene, and their group endeavor to track down Annie from another direction. Along the way, Cap shares a story of encountering a large creature at sea. Upon reaching a field adorned with beautiful flowers, Irene becomes ensnared by a flower's sudden movement, necessitating their intervention to free her. Cap enlightens the group about the Hollow Earth, an ecosystem existing within the Earth's core. Eventually, they locate Annie, but Cap worries about Irene's intentions toward her. In the episode's climax, Annie falls into Irene's trap as she ventures out with her dog, leading them to the bird's habitat.
In episode 4 of Skull Island, viewers are treated to a series of exhilarating adventures that captivate the audience. Additionally, both groups seem to be forging stronger bonds with their respective teams along the way. As the episode concludes, Annie finds herself ensnared in Irene's trap. It remains to be seen whether she can extricate herself from this precarious situation.
In episode 5 of Skull Island, Mike and Charlie accompany Annie into the field, where they encounter a series of unexpected events. Charlie becomes aware of Mike's fever and injury, causing concern for his well-being. Soon after, Irene tranquilizes Annie as she approaches the trap with her dog. In a fit of rage, the dog attacks everyone, but a large bird swoops in and subdues it. Charlie recognizes his father amidst the chaos, but Mike, sacrificing himself, steps forward to protect Charlie. Outside, Cap observes Mike conversing with Irene while Annie remains unconscious, sensing that something is amiss. While navigating the field, Charlie encounters a masked individual and is pursued by the bird, eventually finding himself in a fog-covered area. Inside a stone mason, Charlie reunites with the dog, who is visibly distressed by Annie's betrayal. Despite the circumstances, the dog agrees to help Charlie escape, and they devise a plan together. Holding Charlie on his back, the dog descends, forming a bond with him in the process. Meanwhile, King Kong makes an intimidating entrance, initially appearing discouraged as he searches for a necklace. Witnessing the destruction caused by Kong, including a smashed bridge, the group realizes their only escape route lies through it. In all this mayhem, guards react to the bizarre sight of a large whale in the night sky, which crashes into the stone mason, provoking Kong's wrath. As Kong becomes agitated, a massive tentacle emerges from the water nearby. In the episode's closing moments, it becomes apparent that Mike's condition is deteriorating.
Episode 5 of Skull Island is filled with a mix of eerie and heartwarming scenes. We catch glimpses of Kong's formidable presence, yet there's a sense of sadness surrounding him. Moreover, the budding friendship between the dog and Charlie is undeniably endearing. As the episode draws to a close, Mike's injury worsens, adding to the tension. Meanwhile, Charlie and the dog find themselves trapped in the stone mansion, setting the stage for further developments in the upcoming episodes.
Episode 6 of Skull Island takes us on a journey into Annie's past, where we witness her bond with her father and the beginnings of her friendship with a small dog. In the present, Annie wakes up to find herself handcuffed and facing Irene, who shot her earlier. Irene questions Annie about Mike's condition and her connection to the bird monster, which infuriates Annie. Meanwhile, flashbacks reveal Annie's upbringing on the island and her close relationship with the dog after her father's passing. As tensions rise in the present, everyone strives to help Mike, who is in critical condition. Irene reveals to Annie that she is her mother and confesses her intentions behind orchestrating a funeral for her. Annie and Charlie, accompanied by the dog, continue their pursuit, but they encounter gremlins and Irene's team. Amidst the chaos, Cap and Annie's emotional pleas for their loved ones lead to a reunion, but Irene's actions provoke the dog to attack her. In the midst of the turmoil, Charlie proposes a plan to defeat the giant squid monster with Kong's help.
Episode 6 of Skull Island resolves several conflicts established earlier and initiates the following action. Now that Kong has been introduced, it raises curiosity about his role in the unfolding plot. The episode also delves into Annie's past, portraying a touching narrative of her friendship with the dog. As the episode concludes, Charlie proposes seeking Kong's help to defeat the tentacle-like creature, sparking anticipation for the next developments.
Episode 7 of Skull Island opens with a tense chase scene as a girl dashes through the forest, pursued by a menacing skull-like monster from the island's ancient past. Unexpectedly, Kong intervenes, swiftly dispatching the creature and revealing a surprising connection to the girl. We discover that they share a mountainous home, where they witness the aftermath of a brutal animal attack, signaling the presence of evil nearby. Among the island's inhabitants, Kong is revered by some, yet his interactions with the girl vary from dismissal to protective concern. Despite her protests, Kong takes action against predatory chameleon creatures threatening the island's wildlife, but his efforts to shield the girl fall short when she is attacked. Fortunately, she is rescued by a bird, only to face another perilous encounter with a different chameleon monster. In a moment of frustration and misunderstanding, the girl confronts Kong, questioning his worthiness as a king and storming away. Meanwhile, Kong tends to his wounds in a heartbreaking scene by the river, unknowingly fueling the wrath of a lurking squid beast. Tragically, the beast claims the girl's life, leaving Kong to mourn her passing and cherish the keepsake she leaves behind. In the present, Charlie suggests disposing of the girl's jewelry, prompting a surprising reaction from Annie.
In the 7th episode of Skull Island, the backstory of Kong's relationship with the girl unfolds, shedding light on the significance of the necklace. This emotionally charged episode stands out as the series' most saddening yet, evoking a strong sense of empathy for Kong's journey. As the episode draws to a close, Charlie devises a plan to take the girl's necklace from Kong. The implications of this decision raise intriguing questions about the future direction of the story, particularly regarding the profound meaning attached to the necklace for Kong.
In the 8th episode of Skull Island, Charlie's proposal to enlist Kong's help in defeating the sea monster is met with resistance from the group. Desperate to save his best friend Mike, whose condition is rapidly deteriorating, Charlie hatches a risky plan involving Kong's fondness for a particular piece of jewelry. Accompanied by Annie and Dog, Charlie ventures to Kong's sanctuary, where they encounter the giant ape. They manage to steal the prized jewelry, luring Kong away in pursuit. However, Annie and Dog find themselves separated from Charlie during the chaos. As Annie confronts Kong with the stolen jewelry, the sea monster suddenly attacks, overpowering Kong with ease. Meanwhile, Cap and Mike battle another creature in the forest, with Mike aiding Cap before losing consciousness. Stranded and facing tribal inhabitants who blame him for angering Kong, Charlie finds himself in peril. Meanwhile, Kong and the sea monster engage in a fierce underwater battle, with Kong ultimately triumphing by using a shipwreck as a weapon. Despite Kong's efforts to save the dog, the loyal companion tragically drowns. Kong then defeats the sea monster, but the resulting flood claims both Annie and Dog as a massive wave engulfs the island. The episode concludes with Annie awakening in a hospital, disoriented and distressed. Despite Irene's attempts to comfort her, Annie remains unsettled, yearning for freedom as she gazes out at the cityscape beyond her window.
The 7 episodes of anticipation, the elusive squid beast that has plagued the main characters throughout the animated series, is fully unveiled. As per Charlie's deductions and the collective theories of the group, it becomes evident that this new Titan harbored intentions of dethroning Kong and assuming the throne of the new Alpha on Skull Island. With its formidable electrical and venomous capabilities, the sea beast poses a formidable threat to Kong. The culmination of events in Netflix's Monsterverse animated series leads to a clamorous showdown between Kong and the enigmatic Titan on Skull Island. However, rather than providing clarity, this final episode leaves us with more questions than answers. It seems that the creators of the show intend to conclude this storyline with future seasons, leaving audiences eager for further developments. Now the next question is, will there be a season 2? Skull Island wrapped up its battle with the Squid Titan, yet it left viewers wanting in terms of closure. Mike remains in critical condition, Charlie finds himself captured, and the fate of Dog is left unaddressed. Clearly, Skull Island isn't designed to conclude in a single season. It's evident that the creators have plans for the show to continue for at least one more season, promising further monster escapades on Kong's Island. And when you look at that, it is confirmed that Season 2 comes out in late 2024. Are you excited for the next season? Hope to see you then! As thanks for watching the whole video, here's a picture of a cute puppy. And if you have a movie or TV show that you want us to cover, just comment it down below. We'll make a video of it in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our playlist for more recaps.